Well, shoot. I had a whole thing lined up, and my entire intro is ruined. Hello, everyone. My name's Alex, the Oilers fan, and welcome to a very weird live commentary. Normally, I do this for a regular season game or even a playoff game, but today, the Oilers lost the Stanley Cup final in 7 games to the Florida Panthers. I've been hockey deprived for the last few months. And so I figured today I would watch a Young Stars Classic game. Now, what is a Young Stars Classic game? Basically, it's like your rookie showcase for your team. Now, what makes this rookie showcase interesting for Edmonton is because they are considered a true Stanley Cup contender, and because they are considered a team that is probably going to win a Stanley Cup in a season or two. Hopefully, we know it's not going to happen. They have one of the weakest prospect systems in the National Hockey League. Again, this makes sense for a team on the contender. You trade away all your draft picks to get good players and make your team better. This isn't a team that's rebuilding or a team that's like retooling like the Calgary Flames. This is a team that is a whole-on Stanley Cup contender. So their prospect system is kind of crap. As a result, I'm looking at this lineup of young players. I only know like 3 people on here. So this is going to be interesting to see. But a lot has happened since Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. If you guys remember, the Oilers hired a new GM because Ken Holland stepped down. Or he didn't step down. He moved on. He moved on to a different team. And if my voice sounds bad, it's because I'm suffering from a cold. But yeah, Ken Holland moved on to a new team. I think we're just going to leave that right here to get myself better of a chance to be heard. The Oilers signed a couple of good players. They re-signed some good players. They made a couple of trades. And they lost a couple of players to St. Louis offer sheet. But we'll get all to that in the regular season preview, whatever, if I decide to do something, or even on the opening night game. We'll just kind of quickly go through everything. But right now, we are here for the Young Stars Classic. And like I said, these are names I don't know. So here are the Oilers lining up against the Flames. Now, the Flames have a good prospect system because the Flames are in a retool/rebuild. So they're going to be decently prospects. The Oilers prospects, like I said, nothing. They have no one in the system that's really going to help them long term. And they shouldn't have because they are a Stanley Cup contender. But here we go. Your top line is you have O'Reilly with Clattenburg and Savoie. Now, O'Reilly, I believe, was drafted this past year. Savoie is not Matthew. It's his brother who was traded from, or who was acquired from Buffalo for Ryan McLeod. So he's supposed to be pretty good. Petrov with Wakely, you have Wakely at center with Petrov and Stefan. Grube between Nicole and De Jong. Berglund between Heslop and Desjardins. Defensively, Davidson, Warner, Corbett, LaJoy, Roy, Morelli, and then your goaltenders are Ungar and Brochu. I have no idea what that means. I have no idea who these guys are. I'm just here to watch a game to see how things go, and sorry, it should be interesting to see how what happens here. We got the Flames lineup. Morton between Honzek and Stromgren. Misa between Siona and Basha. Lipinski versus Battaglia and Gridden. McNamara versus Bell and Lang. Grushnikov. Defensively, you got Grushnikov, Bruzustewicz, Jameson with Parak, Hertig with Muse. Oh my God. And then goaltenders, you have Ignatjew and Radomski as your goaltenders for the Calgary Flames. Like I said, you are never gonna. I don't know how any of these players are. I have never heard of them. I don't know how good they are. I'm just here to watch a casual hockey game. I'm not even gonna take this seriously at all. But you know what? That's what we'll do. We'll watch this game in the background, and I'll comment on what I'm seeing on the game. But let's go through what the Oilers did after losing the Stanley Cup final. So let's see what happened here. I guess we'll start with the draft because the draft would have been the sort of the well, that would have been the first starting point for the offseason for Edmonton. So I don't believe the Oilers had a first rounder in this. Oh, they did. They did have a first round. They went the 32nd overall pick. That would make sense. So some big names going into the first thing. We have the San Jose Sharks winning the draft lottery. So they chose Macklin Celebrini. It's shortened to Mac, but his name was Macklin Celebrini. Supposed to be a good prospect. And San Jose is definitely a rebuild. So they're going to be happy to get that. I'll just go through the top five here. Chicago drafted Artyom Levshunov. Anaheim got Beckett Senek. Columbus drafted Caden Lindstrom, and Montreal drafted Ivan Demidov. Edmonton drafted Sam O'Reilly. So he is the guy who's first line center for this game for the Oilers. So that's going to be good. Second round, I don't think Edmonton drafted in the second. No, they did. Emil Vinny. He was drafted 64th overall. He was drafted from so Sam O'Reilly was drafted from the London Knights. Emil was drafted from Finland Junior. All right, and then third round. No third round picks from Edmonton, and I believe that is because they traded it away for some help last year. So no third round pick from Edmonton. Fourth round, no fourth round pick from Edmonton. Fifth round, they drafted Connor Clattenburg from the Flint Firebirds, 160th overall. Actually, you know what? Let me just find Edmonton here. Okay, so they drafted 32nd, 64th, 160th. All right, and then they had in the sixth round, 183rd overall, they drafted Albin Sundin. And then they drafted also in the sixth round, 192 overall, they drafted Dalen Wakely. And then in the seventh round, they drafted William Mitchell from the London Knights. And then also in the seventh round, so the first seventh round, it was 196. And then seventh round, 218 overall, Bauer Berry. And yes, that was it. So that was the NHL entry draft. I don't know if that was a good draft or a bad draft. I don't know. I've heard a lot of good things about Sam O'Reilly. They said that because this is the second game Edmonton's playing in the Young Stars Classic. They played last night against the Vancouver Canucks. They lost 2-0. And they said one of the bright starts out of that game was the fact that Sam O'Reilly looked pretty decent. So it seems like Sam O'Reilly is a good pickup for Edmonton. Other than that, I have nothing else to say on the prospects. So the draft was okay. Free agency came around. The Oilers... If the Nashville Predators didn't have the free agency day they did, you can make the argument Edmonton won free agency. The only reason I think Edmonton didn't was because Nashville got Steven Stamkos and Jonathan Marchessault. Nashville's going to be good this year. But the Edmonton Oilers re-signed Adam Henrique, Corey Perry, and Connor Brown. If I remember correctly, at one point in the playoffs, that was your entire third line. Oh, and they got back Matthias Janmark. So they had four guys who were key contributors in their playoff run. Now, maybe not so much Henrique and Corey Perry, but Janmark and Brown, fantastic in the playoffs, especially on the penalty kill. Got a couple of shorthanded goals, got a couple of shorthanded points in the Dallas series and the Florida series. But that was an entire, at one point, I think that you had an entire third line of Brown, Henrique, and Janmark. And the fact that Edmonton was able to get not only just that third line back, but all of those guys took a little bit of a discount to come back speaks volumes. And then, of course, the big news came over. The Oilers signed Victor Arvidsson to a 2-year, $4 million contract. So that's 2 years, I think $4 million per season, 2 year, $8 million. Sorry, 2 years, $8 million, annual average value of $4 million per year. And then later on in the day, it was reported that the Oilers were looking in on Jeff Skinner, who was bought out by the Buffalo Sabres. Later on in the night, it was announced the Oilers had signed Jeff Skinner to a 1-year, $3 million contract, I believe. Let me see, Jeff Skinner. Let's see. Yeah, he signed a 1-year, $3 million with the Edmonton Oilers on July 1st, 2024. So, on free agency day, and this was all before the Oilers announced their general manager, and we'll get to that when we get to that. But it was just an amazing free agency day for Edmonton. They brought back some key players. They got 2 top 6 wingers to play with McDavid or Draisaitl, and everyone has both of them playing with Draisaitl, Skinner and Arvidsson I'm talking about. Unfortunately, they did lose Warren Foegele from the team. He signed with the LA Kings, so Arvidsson and Foegele swapping teams. And then a few days later, the Oilers traded Ryan McLeod to the Buffalo Sabres for Carter or Matthew Savoy, one of the two. As we get a look at the goaltenders, Connor Ungar is going to be starting in net for the Edmonton Oilers. The guy for the Flames is who is this? The guy starting in net for the Flames is, it's not going to tell you, Walteri Ignatju for the Calgary Flames are your starting goaltenders. So that is who is starting for Calgary. So yeah, a couple weeks after the draft, the Oilers traded Ryan McLeod to the Buffalo Sabres for Matthew or Carter Savoy, whichever one is with the Edmonton Oilers. Highly rated prospects in the Buffalo system, supposedly really good. So we're going to see how he does in this camp with Edmonton. Slated to start in the NHL, but he could push NHL time as the season goes on, depending on injury. And the Oilers are definitely going to need help. And then later on in the year or off season, the Oilers we're looking to name a general manager to the team. Jeff Jackson said he didn't want to be GM. He was the president of hockey ops and all that. So I don't know. The Oilers have this habit of hiring people who don't want to do a job, and then that player or person excels in that job. Everyone remember when Jay Woodcroft got fired. Paul Coffey was brought in as an assistant coach as the Calgary Flames come into the zone here. And I'm not going to even try to mention any names because I don't know who's playing. Oh, good chance out front of Flames. Good stop by Ungar. Ungar is the only guy I'm going to remember in that here. Back to the point, shot, missed the net from the Flames. But yeah, you guys remember when Jay Woodcroft was hired or fired when Chris Knobloch was hired. Paul Coffey was on his staff, and Paul Coffey like straight up admitted that like he didn't want to do this. He's just doing this as like a favor. And then he turned a pretty mediocre defense score into something that was actually pretty good. Again, went to game 7 of the Stanley Cup final and lost by a goal, so you can't complain. So he's actually coming back. Thank God. I remember it was not sure if Paul Coffey was going to come back, but Chris Knobloch in an interview said that everyone is coming back. So that's going to be good for the Oilers. But yeah, even Jeff Jackson was, didn't want to be GM, and then he goes out and makes all these great GM type moves, a good draft, good free agency, makes a decent trade, even though you're losing a bit of team speed. But then the announcement came that the Oilers had hired Stan Bowman as general manager, and rightfully so, most of us were pissed off. I don't want to go into the history because it is in the past and it's been talked about to death. But basically, Stan Bowman was part of the infamous Chicago cover-up, we're going to call it. And if you guys want to know what I'm talking about, go look up Chicago Blackhawks. Whatever you find, you're going to find, because it's pretty big, as a couple of the Oilers prospects get some good shots on goal here. But the Chicago cover-up is a fairly famous incident that happened. Oh, here we go. Shot for the point. Good save by Ignatjew. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. I was just pronouncing it as I say it, or as I see it. But yeah, they hired Stan Bowman, who was kind of like the spearhead of the Chicago cover-up, and we were all just kind of like, okay, this is not good. And then about a week or so after the Stan Bowman hiring, the news came out that the St. Louis Blues had offer sheeted both Dylan Holloway and Philip Broberg. Of course, both of these players were looking for new contracts from Edmonton. Both played, well, Holloway was more of an impactful player in the playoffs than Broberg was, but they both played at some point a part in the Oilers' playoff run. The St. Louis Blues offer sheeted it. Many thought this was more the St. Louis Blues trying to, make a pick at Stan Bowman, just kind of like stick it to him. And then a week after the offer sheet was announced, it was announced Edmonton would not be matching. And we have a fight here. We have Bell versus Guttenberg, and they're going at it right now. Guttenberg's getting some nice shots in. Got the helmet off Bell. They're going at it. Bell gets the hat off of Guttenberg. And Guttenberg knocks Bell to the ice. Bell gets right back up, but you're going to put that one on Guttenberg for Edmonton. I'm going to give that one to Guttenberg. That's a good fight right there. Good show. 87. Get that number off your jersey, Bell. You are not Sidney Crosby. That's sacrilege. Get that off your jersey, man. Not good. There should only be 187 in the National Hockey League. Pretty good bout. Oh, it's Clattenburg. Sorry, Clattenburg, not Guttenberg. Clattenburg. Let's see what the commentary is. Yeah, all right. Yeah, pretty decent bout. A lot of people thought it was a stick at Stan Bowman. And so as a result, Dylan Holloway and Philip Broberg now are St. Louis Blues. They are no longer Edmonton Oilers. Again, more team speed gone. Philip Broberg was a little bit more understandable in signing the offer sheet. His time in Edmonton didn't really work out. The feeling was when he was drafted is he was drafted too high, and he was drafted at a time when the Oilers didn't need him. This isn't like drafting Evan Bouchard where the Oilers needed a quarterback power play defenseman. They needed scoring on the forward group, and they drafted a defenseman who was not even projected to go as high as he did. Oilers pick it off. Shot. Scores! We have a goal from the rookies. Who is that? Number 47 for the Oilers. Berglund. I think it's Patrick Berglund is his first name. I do not know, but the Edmonton Oilers get up on the board early. Who is that? Yeah, so it's not Carter. It's Carter actually used to play, was actually an Oilers draft pick. Carl Berglund. Okay, I knew there was a Patrick Berglund sometime in the league. His name's Carl. But yeah, Carter Savoy, Matthew's brother, was actually an Edmonton Oilers prospect. And I think he's gone somewhere else now. But yeah, Matthew Savoy helped set that up and clean it up. So the Edmonton Oilers rookies score their first goal of the Young Stars tournament. Like I said, they got shut out by the Canucks 2-0 last night. Shot, great response from the Flames. Shot in the slot just wide from the Flames. Nice hit there. Flames coming out physical. Oh, God. Oh, geez. Oh, good. That was Oilers took a penalty, but they had to take a penalty on that play. That was a great opportunity for the Flames. Puck is not going to go all the way back into the zone. Is that a female ref? It is a female ref. All right, don't screw this up. What do we got? I saw 73. I thought that was Desharnais. Oh yeah, Desharnais is gone. He actually is signed with the Vancouver Canucks. Um, yeah, so the PTO thing. So Philip Broberg didn't really pan out here. He was drafted at a time where they didn't need him. He was drafted too high than he was projected to go. Didn't get a lot of playing time due to injuries and all that. When he did play, he wasn't playing a lot, and he just kind of started to get a little frustrated with his time in Edmonton. So it's understandable he would sign. I think Dylan Holloway thought that Edmonton would match his offer sheet and give him a bit of a pay raise, but they did not. So he signed with St. Louis. So yeah, they lost two young guys who could have helped them out in the future. It's just, that's the way it goes. They did that, and then not Oilers related, but a few weeks ago, I know it's been talked about to death, but I haven't mentioned it on this channel. The deaths of Johnny and Matthew Gaudreau. They were apparently bicycling along a road in New Jersey. Some moron who can't hold his liquor and couldn't walk straight, felt that he could drive straight, ran right into them. And unfortunately, they both passed away when he killed them. Shot. It's a goal. I thought he saved that, but the Calgary Flames, number 49, Basha, gets the Flames on the board. It's a power play goal. We obviously has a tie game here. I thought Unger got that. It looked like Unger got that, but he did not. The Calgary Flames quickly tie it up. That was a great play. So, yep. But anyway, as I was saying, yeah, unfortunately, Matthew and Johnny Gaudreau were tragically killed by a drunk driver. I've said this on Twitter and I said this on the Sportsnet post, but my deepest and sincerest condolences go out to the Gaudreau family. You guys lost a brother, a son. As the Calgary Flames come back in with another chance blocked in front, husbands, siblings, you guys lost two young, great people, and it's just. And my heart also goes out to the Columbus Blue Jackets organization. Like, the Blue Jackets, they had their goalie get killed by a firework. Oh, here we go. Breakaway for an Oilers prospect, shot, missed the net. The Columbus Blue Jackets have had it rough. They've had it rough recently. They had one of their goalies get killed during Independence Day from a freak firework accident. They had the whole Mike Babcock thing. He apparently requested to look at players' phones, and then they fire him like right as the season was going to start. Oh, another rush chance for the prospects here. And it was just, and then you get, Johnny Gaudreau. And, when Gaudreau signed in Columbus, the entire hockey world was sitting there going, oh, geez, wow, how did that not go in? That was nuts. That was a great play by the Flames. They almost capitalized on it. It's got, the Oilers got lucky there. When Johnny Gaudreau signed with the Columbus Blue Jackets, I think it was 2 years ago now, the rest of the hockey world, we're all just sitting there going, why Columbus? You had offers from Philadelphia and New Jersey. Why Columbus? But as for Columbus Blue Jackets fans, it showed, a sort of turning point in their organization that like a top-rated player actually chose them. I think that went off the skate of McManara, or whatever his name is. He was happy with it, and then of course, this happens, and the Columbus Blue Jackets, they're one of those teams that are probably never going to do anything significant in the National Hockey League. Just have that happen to them, have all this crap and stuff happen to them, in rapid succession. It's just, it sucks. And, drunk driving is an issue that, I still don't understand how we haven't figured out a way to strictly enforce it. Because the reaction is all the same. Oh, God, I'm seeing all these numbers that are bringing me mad. Like I got a guy there wearing 77 from that was Clefbaum's one, right? I just saw a guy wearing 71. He's already just 71. Anyway, oh yeah, and then Oscar Clefbaum announced his retirement from the National Hockey League as well. And I mean, you want to talk about a guy that, like, holy crap, like I felt, Oscar in many ways was the Oilers MVP. Oh, it's 2-0 Flames. Or 2-1 Flames. I think that guy, 45, scored his second of the game. 2-1 Calgary. Oscar Clefbaum, you could argue, was the Oilers MVP for like 3 or 4 years. Because when he was healthy and in the lineup, he was the guy that put all the other defensemen where they were supposed to be in the lineup. He put Darnell Nurse where he was supposed to be. He put Adam Morrison where he was supposed to be. Your third pairing guys were supposed to be down there. And, injuries just kind of derailed his career, unfortunately. And it was just, it sucks. The amount of times this guy was injured, it sucked. And then you have a great season from health. In 2017 when the Oilers made it to the second round. And then he gets injured in that playoff series. And then, of course, the Oilers lose the one. Well, he got injured in game 5. So I wouldn't say it really impacted the series. They went 1-1 without him, but still, he was never the same after that again. And what the funniest part is? His final goal in the National Hockey League was the final game I saw before COVID hit, which was a game against the Maple Leafs. The Oilers ended up winning that game 7-4, and he scored the first goal of that game on the power play. Here come the Flames on a breakaway. Stopped by Unger. But yeah, it was just one of those. It's one of those guys that just never could stay healthy, and I think he saw the writing on the wall after his last one, and he finally announced his retirement. And it's unfortunate. He was a great guy. He was a good defenseman. He wasn't terrific, like he wasn't like a Victor Hedman or a Cale Makar or anything like that, but he was still damn good. And when he was healthy, the Oilers had a solid defense core. And, I see a lot of people have been saying, when it was announced, they're like, oh, could you imagine with Clefbaum with, the Oilers on the Oilers and the Oilers have Ekholm? What people don't realize is that if Clefbaum's still in the Oilers don't have Matthias Ekholm. Ekholm is Clefbaum's replacement. But in any case, like he was just one of those guys that can stay healthy, and it cost him his career. But when he played, he was good. And he was a good defenseman. And that has led us to where we are today, which is we are watching the Young Stars Classic between the Oilers and the Flames. The Flames currently have a 2-1 lead with 9:49 left in the first period. I'm not really sure how I'm going to be doing this. I have no idea what people are playing. I don't know what else to talk about. As the puck exits the Flame zone, the Oilers have to regroup. Yeah. One of the things I like about this, I'll say, is that because there are no stakes in this game, there's no points in standings. It's not going to make or break a team season. I'm fairly relaxed throughout this. Fairly relaxed. I can enjoy this without stress. I like shot up high, saved by Unger. So. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, honestly. I really don't know what to do. So, oh yeah, you know what I forgot to mention as well. So because of how pissed off I was that the Oilers lost Game 7 to Florida, I didn't stay around for the Cup celebration because, I mean, my team lost. What do you expect? But Connor McDavid won the Conn Smythe, and that warms my heart. But, you know, Connor will be the first person to tell you he does not give a damn about winning that trophy unless he has the cup to go with it, you know? So, man, what a season, though, eh? To go from 2-9-1 to start 2 wins in your first 12 games to Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final, losing by 2 goals. And I'm going to say it, the Oilers are still the closest a Canadian team has come to winning the Stanley Cup in the salary cap era. And I will not hear any arguments because I'm going to present to you why that is. So, salary cap was introduced in the 2005-2006 NHL season. It was a year after the lockout. Starting that year, from that till now, we have the salary cap in the NHL. 2006, the Oilers go to the Stanley Cup Final. They lose in Game 7 to the Carolina Hurricanes by a final score of 3-1. After being down 3-1 in the series, they force Game 5, then they force Game 6, then they force a Game 7, lose Game 7 3-1. You are 3 goals away from winning the Stanley Cup in 2006, and they lost in Game 7. They were the closest a Canadian team has come to winning the Stanley Cup in the salary cap era at that point. Next year, you have the Ottawa Senators against the Anaheim Ducks. How did Ottawa do? They lost in 5 games. So 5 games is less than 7 games. 7 games is more than 5 games. And Game 7 is as close as you're ever going to get to winning the thing if you don't win Game 7. So Game 5, you weren't close. So Edmonton still reigns supreme in the salary cap era of hockey. Then in 2011, because 2008, you had the Detroit Red Wings and the Penguins. The Red Wings won the Cup. 2009, you had the Red Wings and the Penguins again. Penguins won the Cup. 2010, you had the Blackhawks. 2011, you had the Boston Bruins and the Vancouver Canucks. Now, the Vancouver Canucks did lose in 7 games to the Boston Bruins, but they lost Game 7 by a score of 4-0. Not 3-1, 4-0. You lost by 4 goals. Edmonton lost by 2. So, good chance by Edmonton. It just went right over the net. Shot from the point. Tipped just wide. Puck in the slot. Picked up by the Flames. And the Flames have like a 4-on-3. So the Vancouver Canucks, you lost in Game 7 by 4 goals. Not close. And then 2012, the Kings won over the Devils. 2013, Blackhawks won over the Bruins. 2014, Kings won over the Rangers. 2015, Blackhawks won over the Lightning. 2016, Penguins won over the San Jose Sharks. 2017, Penguins won over the Predators. 2018, Washington Capitals over the Vegas Golden Knights. 2019, St. Louis Blues over the Boston Bruins. 2020, Tampa Bay Lightning over the Dallas Stars. 2021, Montreal lost in 5 games to the Tampa Bay Lightning. So Montreal does not take that crown. 2022, Colorado over Tampa. 2023, Vegas over Florida. And then 2024, Florida Panthers over Edmonton, Game 7, 2-1. Oilers lose Game 7 by 1 goal, not 2. So now, hey, Leon, I forgot the Leon Draisaitl extension. After Stan Bowman was signed as GM and after the whole offer sheet debacle and after the Gaudreau news, The Edmonton Oilers re-signed Leon Draisaitl to an 8-year contract extension. Leon is back. He's an Oiler for life, and he's a rich man, and he's being paid the highest salary in the National Hockey League right now. He's like 14 point something million dollars. Yeah. So now the next player on the list is Evan Bouchard, and then after that is Connor McDavid. And Leaf fans will not stop talking about Connor McDavid leaving Edmonton now. And oh my God, guys, we've already been through this. You know, the Leafs are so, Leaf fans are so salty that McDavid didn't go to their team that they have been trying to do everything they can to make themselves believe that he's coming. You know, it was funny when the draft lottery results were announced, they were like, oh, he's going to pull a Lindros. He didn't pull a Lindros. They went, oh, the day of the draft is going to come. He's going to tell the Edmonton Oilers, He's like, if you draft me, I will request a trade. He didn't do that. Then they said, well, he's not going to sign his first deal with Edmonton. He signed his first deal with Edmonton, his entry-level contract. Then they go, well, when his entry-level deal runs out, he's going to leave Edmonton. He signed his contract extension the year before his ELC ran out. His current contract. And now, ever since the Draisaitl announcement came out that the Oilers re-signed Draisaitl, they're like, well, they're not going to have enough money to pay for McDavid. Guys, McDavid will be only earning at least $1 million more than Draisaitl. I think they can afford $1 million more. Number one. Number two, the fact that Draisaitl extended tells me that McDavid is not going anywhere. I've always said that because of how McDavid and Draisaitl are on and off the ice, the way they talk, the way they handle each other, the way they interact with each other, I've always said that the second Draisaitl extends, McDavid is going to do it as well. Now, McDavid can't officially extend a contract with Edmonton until next July. The way salaries work in the NHL is that once you're given a salary, you can work on an extension a year before your current salary goes off. So let's say I'm under contract till 2026, which is when McDavid's contract currently ends with the Oilers. He can sign an extension in 2025. That won't kick in until 2026. So even though McDavid can't sign an extension until July 1st, Draisaitl extending more than likely means he's not going anywhere. And I've always said that if Draisaitl stays, McDavid is going to stay. If Draisaitl had said, I'm going to go leave, I have no doubt that McDavid would have left. But Draisaitl's staying, so I think McDavid's going to stay too. Oilers get a shot. Blocked in front. Here come the Flames. Nice save by Unger. It was a mini 2-on-0, and Unger made the save. But yeah, Draisaitl extended, which is great news for Edmonton, and I really honestly think it means Connor's not going anywhere. Bouchard's contract is going to be a little more difficult. Apparently, Bouchard's camp is asking for $10 million. I don't think he's worth that, and I think that would be a mistake to give him that much. But I think Connor is going to earn. Well, Connor's worth every penny. Like, let's be honest here. Draisaitl's current contract, because even though Draisaitl signed an extension, he's still under contract for one more year, earning 8.5. Right, his current contract still has a year left on it. Even that is like he was. Like, I remember at the time it was announced as the Oilers. Oh, that was like off the post or something. What was I saying? Even when his first extension was announced, everyone was going, "Whoa, 8.5 for a 60-point guy! Like that's an overpay." And we're like, just give it a couple of years, wait down the line. Sure enough, couple of 50-goal seasons. Art Ross, Ted Lindsay, Hart Trophy. He's outperformed, 100-point seasons. He's outperformed his current contract. So, yeah, but McDavid, whatever you pay McDavid, it's like obviously. I think the Flames might be guilty of 2 penalties here. The Oilers are going to go on the power play, though. I hate seeing 73. I think it's Vinny Desharnais. Oh, jeez. Cross ice, and the Flames are finally going to get called here. We have an elbowing call. Yeah, so we have an elbowing call. The Oilers are going to the power play. But yeah, Draisaitl got extended, and I couldn't be happier. And like I said, I really think that I think that Draisaitl staying means McDavid is going to stay. Leaf fans, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. McDavid's not leaving. And if he is leaving Edmonton, why would he want to go play for a franchise that has one playoff series win in the last 20 years? And in that one playoff series win, you followed it up by getting your shit kicked in by the Florida Panthers and in a completely embarrassing fashion. So that's my 2 cents on the subject. Yeah, how long have we been going for? We've been going for 41 minutes. Nice. All right. And do we have a penalty? Oh, no. End of the period. All right. First period comes to a close. Calgary Flames are leading the Oilers rookies by a score of 2-1. So. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. All right. So my thoughts on the first period. I wasn't really paying attention, to be honest. Good pace, good energy from both teams. Calgary, I think, got the more dangerous chances. And that's it. I don't know what else to say. I am not by any stretch of the imagination remotely paying attention. Like I just like I'm just here because I want to enjoy some hockey again, and that's what I'm doing. So, all right. So, yeah, we're going to go to break here, and hopefully everything will be fine coming into the second period. Because Lord knows I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea. Yeah. I mean, it's fun. It's nice to watch hockey, and it is September after all. I think, I think preseason's starting soon. Hold on. Oilers.nhl.com. Let's see the schedule, because preseason must be coming up soon. Yeah. 2024-25. Yeah, 22nd. So a week from tomorrow. Preseason. How many preseason games? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 preseason games. You gotta be kidding me. Friday, October 4th at Vancouver. Yeah, you're gonna see like an NHL lineup at that point. We might stream a preseason game. I think I'll stream a couple of preseason games. Probably the last 3. Vancouver, Seattle, and Vancouver. You know what? No, because you know what? Because their final 4 are against Seattle and Vancouver. So what we'll do is we're going to do 1 versus each team. They play 8 games against 4 teams: Winnipeg, Calgary, Seattle, and Vancouver. So what I'm going to do is we'll stream every second one. And I say that, but we're going to have a problem. So we'll do, you know what? We'll do 2. Yeah. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll do Sunday against the Jets, and that's at home. We'll do Sunday at home against the Flames, and then we'll do Wednesday, October 2nd at Seattle, and then Friday, October 4th at Vancouver. So we'll do 2 home, 2 away against all 4 teams that Edmonton, against all 4 teams that Edmonton will be playing. Now, the first 2 games, Winnipeg and Calgary, I'm not expecting an NHL heavy lineup. I'm expecting to see a bunch of rookies in there. You might see Draisaitl in one of those. I doubt it. Usually the way preseason works, especially with an even 8 games, the first half is more rookies, prospects, and very few NHLers on the roster. And then the last half is more NHL heavy, with the final 2 games being the NHL heaviest. Because remember, preseason is before the season, so the last 2 or 3 games you want to kind of start to set up your NHL lines. So I'm expecting the last 2 games against Seattle and Vancouver, we're going to be seeing McDavid, Draisaitl, Arvidsson, Skinner. We're going to be seeing a bunch of those guys. It'll give Knobloch a chance to kind of do some early experimentation with a 0 risk to him. And then, of course, Friday, and then of course and then of course the 9th of October we have the NHL regular season underway. The Oilers will be hosting the Winnipeg Jets. Actually, they start the season with a 4-game homestand against the Jets, Blackhawks, Flames, and Philly. Then they go on a 2-game road trip against Nashville and Dallas. Then they are back home for 2 games against Carolina and Pittsburgh. Then they're on the road for 3, Detroit, Columbus, and Nashville again. Actually, they play Nashville in 2 weeks, exactly 2 weeks' time. That's pretty cool. And that's your October schedule. Early predictions. Let's see. That should be a win. 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 And that might be a loss. That might be a loss. Toss up. Win, loss. So I'm going to say they should go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They should get 7 wins in October. If they get 7 wins in October, I think that's going to be a very good start to the season. Anything less than that, anything less than 5, they have a bad start. I don't think they're going to be as bad as they started with last year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, they can match. Like, they have 11 games in October to start the season. I don't see them going 2-9 and 2-9, 2-9 and 1. Like their first game in November is the 3rd. I don't see them going 2-9-1 to start the season again. Oh, they're early. November 16 against the Leafs in Toronto. Oy, I might have to start looking at tickets for that. Hold on. I might. Is it too early? It's like November 9th or something, November 16th. What was it? Hold on. November 16th. Apply. Holy crap. There is a lot. Oh my god. Okay, Leafs attack twice. I want to be on. I'm gonna get rid of that one. 746 for both. 746. Holy crap. You can't. What about this one? 571. Good lord. Why is it so expensive? And of course, you can't get anything behind the benches. Holy frick. Like, that is ridiculous. I might have to get this one. 571. I mean, you got a decent spot. You got it overlooking. Was it like a. Over here, maybe? 820? Absolutely not. 46. How much is this one? Oh! How many feet? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 seats from the penalty box. $1,654. Absolutely not. Wow. Yeah, this is like. No. I don't want. No. No. 571. 571. I want to get kind of sort of close. $761. 764. Oh, 740. Wait, what? Why is this one more expensive? 761. 7. What? Hold on. 102, row 10, seat 9. 104. Why is it? Is it because the Leafs? Yeah, you know, it must be because you're on the Leafs attacking side twice, so you're paying more for that experience, I guess. I don't know, man. Not a lot of seats available. See, this is why I hate living where I live. It is the only game that I can go to that allows my team to play in front of my eyes. The problem is there is no guarantee they're going to win that game. I have gone to how many games have I gone to? I've probably gone to 2 or 3. No. 4. I've been to 4 games in Toronto between the Edmonton Oilers and the Leafs. My record is 1-2-1. I went to 1 win, which was 2020, February 2020. That was the last goal Oscar Klefbom scored, not only as a member of the Edmonton Oilers, but in his NHL career. Oilers win that game 7-4. Before that was a 6-2 loss to Toronto, and I walked out of that game after the second period because Edmonton just had nothing going for them. The year before that, they lost in overtime, 3-2. That was a pretty good game, though. Decent game. I think Toronto scored first. Edmonton tied it. Toronto scored again. Edmonton tied it, and then Toronto won it in overtime. And then the last one I went to, not last year, and I'm glad I didn't go to that one, but the year before, the Oilers had a 3-1 lead, and they lost 7-4. There is no guarantee they're going to win that game, and that's why I'm hesitant, especially at $700. And I don't want to sit up here. I mean, 425, but you're like you're up, and I don't want to be that far up, 571. 571. 571. I even like here maybe 699. How is this? Section 1. Okay, look at this. Section 101, row 20, seat 14. Row 20, 630.50. Row 27, 699. Now I'm guessing that's like some sort of specialized seat, which is why it's more important, more expensive. What do we got here? You get, I guess, 2. What does the red mean? Verified resale. How do you access the resale ones? I don't know. 1 ticket. Like 263.50. Yeah. I mean, you can see all the action good. Lowest prices 272, 273. What is this? 382. No. 382. All right, that's decent. You got a banister in front of you. 405. Row 7. No. 405. 434. I mean, I shouldn't complain. 425. That's a decent spot. I don't want to spend more than 500. We'll do 700 as my max. Um, 509. Holy crap. $820? Absolutely not. I would be willing to go, you know what? How much is this one? 746? No. 746? No. $571. I might do that. Yeah, I got decisions to make here. But again, like if if I could look into the future and see, are the Oilers going to win or not? Um, like if I could look into the future as the second period gets underway here, and see if Edmonton's going to win or not, that would obviously that would heavily influence my decision. I might have to sit out again on this one. My experiences in those games, I mean, I've been given, I should be fortunate to be given a 50% share in good and bad experiences. Like I've gone to 2 bad games and 2 good games, even if they lost 3 out of 4 that I've been to. But the risk is so high for me to be not happy that I don't know. It would be easier for me to go see them play Ottawa because I know at least then they'll have a good chance of beating the Sens. I don't know. I'll have to think about it, to be honest. I might I'm gonna have to sit this one. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure this out because I have no idea what I want to do, if anything. I may or may not go. I haven't decided yet. I want to go, but the risk might not be worth it. If I was going as a Leafs fan, yeah, 100%, I'd do it. To see Connor McDavid with a high chance of your team winning that game, as an Oilers fan, is just the risk is too big, you know. We'll see. Number 22. Tries across ice, and here come the Flames. Back pass. Shot, missed the net. And here come the Oilers. Oh, good defense. Oh, he almost sprang. It was at Savoy there. Savoy, whatever his name is. We got another penalty against the Oilers, I think. Yeah, Oilers are on the PK. Yeah, so me going to the Leafs Oilers game, I don't know. I don't know. I think, you know, it would be so much easier for me to just go to an Oilers game if I was living in Edmonton. So I may or may not go. I haven't decided yet. I know I said it before. It would be so much easier if I could look into the future and go, are they going to win? If they win that game, I'll go, right? Yeah. Shot saved by the goalie, Unger. Unless they change goalies, I don't know. Cross ice pass. Here come the Oilers. Oh, potential 4-on-2. They're not going to push it. They're just going to dump it in the zone. Number 42, Anton Slepishev's old number. There's a name for you if you're an Oilers fan. Anton Slepyshev. Yep. He scored a key goal against the Sharks in Game 6, I remember. It was a breakaway goal. Yep. There was another one on there. Not Latesta. Oh, bad giveaway. Here come the Flames. Shot. Puck in front. Puck in the air. Flames are going to get it. Cross ice. Oh, what a save by Unger. He got that with the paddle. Oh, good job, my guy. Behind the net. Oh, comes out in front. Nice chance by Oscar Clefbaum. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at the numbers that these guys are wearing, and if they are old Oilers numbers that I know, I'm going to say they're not names. So, like, number 77 is not Oscar Clefbaum. Number 39 is not Sam Carrick. Number 75 is not Evan Bouchard. Number 63 is not Tyler Ennis. What do we got there? Number 47, not Marc-Andre Bergeron. What we got? I don't know who that is. Shot for the point. Oh, gets to the goalie, but hits the post. Not Marc-Andre Bergeron. Passes it to not Evan Bouchard. / maybe not Ethan Bear. I think Ethan Bear also wore 75. Anyway, not Ethan Bear. Is going to dump it into the Flames zone. Who do we got? We got not Anton Slepyshev on the ice. Okay. Grube. Okay, I saw his last name on the jersey there. And the Flames are going to dump it at the Oilers zone. Stopped by not Matthew Garon. Although I really like him in Unger, so here come the Oilers. Not Warren Fogle. Because he's number 37. Not Fogle. Shoots it on net. Over to not Slepyshev. Not Slepyshev working in the corner. Back to the point. Shot for the point. Blocked or saved by the goalie. Nice hit. Where's the puck? Not Kyler Yamamoto. Like, so many old Oilers numbers. Look at this. Not Yamamoto's out there. We have a line of not Fogle, not Yamamoto, and not Slepyshev out there. All right, 59. I don't know. I don't think Edmonton's ever had a 59, so I don't know who that is. Like, that's not anybody. That's amazing, though. Looking at all these. Shot from the point, saved by the goaltender. Oilers rookie's doing a good job of keeping the Flames hemmed in here. Not Yamamoto. He's got a lane. He's going to send it to the front of the net. Blocked in front. Here come the Flames. They're just going to clear it out, and that's unfortunately going to go for icing on the Calgary Flames. Good pressure there. Who else we got on here? Number 84. Sure, 84 was worn by someone at some point during. I think Clef. I think what's his name? I think Darnell Nurse or Clefbaum wore number 84 during their rookie tournament. Who else we got out there? Oh, shot from the Flames. I thought that puck went in, to be honest. It was either blocked in front or hit the post and came back out. Shot again, goes to be blocked in front. Oilers clear it out of the zone. Flames are going to grab it. All right, here come the Flames. So we're halfway through we're more than halfway through the hockey game. Shot just wide. Not Bergeron's going to send it over to not Clefbaum. He's going to send it back to not Ethan Bear. He's going to send it up to not Sam Carrick. And they're going to chip it out of the zone. Not Tyler Ennis. Chases down a puck. Can't get it. Oilers send back in. Flames recover. That is not Frolik. Number 67 for the Flames. Not Clefbaum's going to send it over to not Carrick. Not Carrick is going to send it over to... He tried to send it to not Slepyshout, but it was just too far. Flames are going to turn it back. Not Ethan Bear is going to send it over. No, he's not going to send it. He's going to carry the puck. He's going to dump it into the Flame zone. Tries to find not Yamamoto. Can't pick Yamamoto, or not Yamamoto can't pick it up. Here come the Flames. Try a fancy play. It's not going to work out. Here comes not someone. Not Slepyshout. Shot into the waiting glove of the Flames goaltender. We're going to get some rough stuff. These young kids know what the Battle of Alberta is all about. Hola, senor or señorita. I don't know. How's it going? ¿Cómo está, mi amigo? I know a little bit of Spanish. That's as far as I get. That's all I know. I took Spanish in grade school. I felt it was like so hard. And but the only reason I know that is because I remember it, and I have a buddy at work who's from Mexico. So whenever I see him, I greet him in Spanish. And that's as far as I go. Oh man. All right. Oh, my God. Oh man, I really I I don't know what you're saying. Almond Almondina. I do apologize. I do not speak Spanish, unfortunately. All right, not Yakubov's going to send it out in front. Swept the wide with the goalie. Yeah. So anyway, as I was saying about the preseason schedule for the Oilers, NHL. Yeah. So as I was saying, I think what we're gonna do, we'll do what I said. So we'll do Sunday versus Winnipeg and Monday versus. Oh, there's two of them. Oh, so the Monday is a split squad game. Okay, so that makes more sense. So you might see a more veteran lineup on the for the home game because it'll be at home again. They'll be at home. They want to put. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do Sunday and Monday next week for the preseason. So we'll do Sunday, September 22nd, and Monday, September 23rd, both at home. And then we'll do Wednesday, October 2nd, and Friday, October 4th. And like I said, the reason we're going to be doing it like that is because we are going to the Winnipeg one on Sunday, September 22nd is mostly going to be rookies / AHL. Thanks, I guess. And then the split squad game, you're probably going to see a more heavy NHL ready lineup for the home crowd because it's at home, and you might see McDavid and Draisaitl take that one. You'll probably see more Oilers than that, and then you'll see very heavy NHL squads on the October 2nd and the October 4th, and then of course the season starts on October 9th. Against Winnipeg, and I will try to do as many of those as I can during the regular season. I know I'm going to miss a couple because that's the way it is. But as we have an icing call against the Oilers. So. Okay, that's actually kind of heartwarming. Oh, you're talking about, I'm guessing you're talking about football. Not American football, but European football. That's cool. I'm not I don't know much about the sport. I used to play it as a kid actually, but I don't know much about it. But anyway, Flames with another shot, saved by Unger. Unger. I don't know how you pronounce his name, but yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. Live stream schedule for the regular season. I'm going to try and do as many games as I can during the regular season, work permitting. I might. I know for like the California games, I'm probably not going to do those because those start at like 10:30 at night, and I go to bed at like 11 or 12. But I have started to get up later than normal. Usually I would get up at 5:30. Now I'm sleeping in an extra 10 minutes because I can still afford to do it. So I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I will try to stream as many games as I can during the regular season. And we'll see how they do this year. I know. Oh, NBA. Okay. I'm assuming that's how you say basketball in Spanish. NBA. Oh, NBA, baseball, rugby. Okay, I know I can. Okay, so now I'm kind of starting to figure out. So baseball is baseball, NBA, National Basketball Association, rugby. Yeah. So we'll see. Baseball and rugby. Okay, that makes sense. So, but yeah, I will try to do what I can. Looks like the Flames took a penalty here. Cross check or a trip on not Aeli Yakupov. So the Oilers are going to the power play with 3:43 left in the second period. Spanish should be nice. Flames still hold that 2-1 advantage. But yeah. It's a bad clear by the Flames. Hit their own guy. That's going to be handball. Oh, shot. Missed the net. That was a great opportunity. Flames botched that clear by shooting it off the back of their own guy. Savoy. I know Savoy's 22. That's the only number I know that's not. Oh, tries to find the goalie. Flames are going to clear it out. Yeah, like I said, regular. I'm going to try and do every regular season game. I'm going to do every playoff game the Oilers play. And I know they won't get to the Stanley Cup final this time around, unfortunately. And even if they do, they're not going to win it. So it's just what it is. And no worries. De nada. I know that one too. Thank you, Dora. Sorry. I'm terrible. I know. I'm sorry. My apologies. So what do we got? All right, back to the point for not number 88. I'm going to call him not. Oh, that's a bad play. That's a bad play. But he has a nice recovery. Manages to prevent the Flames from getting a good scoring opportunity off of that. Oh, here we go. Does it say what I'm doing? It better not say what I'm doing. You know what? We're probably going to end the stream after the second period here. I mean, it's a prospects game. There's no stakes here, and no one else is here talking hockey with me. So we're going to end the stream here at the end of the second period. So the Calgary Flames are probably going to win this one 2-1, 3-1. We'll see what happens. I will update you guys on the preseason schedule, but if anyone is watching this after, we are going to be doing 4 preseason games for the Oilers. We're going to be doing Sunday, September 22nd against the Winnipeg Jets, and that'll be a home game. Then we're also going to do Monday, September 23rd against the Calgary Flames, also a home game, but that will be a split squad game. And then we will do the final 2 games, October 2nd against the Seattle Kraken in Seattle, and then we'll do Friday, October 4th in Vancouver. Both of those games I expect to have NHL heavy lineups, as the Oilers and the Kraken and Canucks begin the preparations for the regular season with those lineups. So we're going to do those games, and we will figure it out from there. Also, regular season live stream schedule. I'm going to try and do every single regular season game. I know I'm going to miss a handful, most likely due to either the timing of the games, and keeping in mind I am in the Eastern time zone. I am living in the province of Ontario, so I am Eastern time zone. So my games are usually around 9-10 o'clock at night. If they are late games, such as 10:30, I will not do those games. I will try to do afternoon games as well. Some of them may interfere with my schedule, though, depending on what's going on at home. So we'll see what happens. But for now, the next live stream will be Sunday, the 22nd of September. The Oilers will be taking on the Winnipeg Jets. Second period has come to a close here in Game 2 of the Young Stars clash between the Edmonton Oilers and Calgary Flames. Calgary Flames currently hold a 2-1 advantage. That means they're probably going to win this game. But like I said, I don't care coming in. This is a prospects game. I just wanted to watch a little bit of hockey. So glad hockey's back. Gearing up for another season. I'll see you guys next weekend, Sunday, September 22nd, against the Winnipeg Jets. Thank you guys for watching. Click like if you guys like the video. Click subscribe if you guys are new. Tell all your friends. I know I stole that from Steve Dangle. I don't care. It's a great line. Thank you all for watching. I greatly appreciate your viewership. El Mundina, I appreciate you coming on here talking to me, even though it's all in Spanish and I don't speak a lick of Spanish, but that is okay. Adios, amigos. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next Sunday. Bye-bye.